In 1921, a Czech playwright, Karel Čapek, premiered a play about artificial humans built to perform all the work that real humans didn't want to do. Their names? Robots. A word deriving from the Slavic word robotic, meaning labour. The idea immediately exploded into pop culture. The play ends with the robots killing the very humans who created them. Now, well into the 21st century, robots are yet to take over the world. But with AI quickly becoming a reality, the concern might not be with the robots themselves, but with how we control them. Or closer still, how much control should we give them?
My main area of interest is marrying algorithms and data science with complex robotic systems. I was always interested in maths and science, and I loved equations. So when I wanted to translate that into something that changes the state of the world, robotics was a perfect vehicle for that.
Yes, robotics. I think robotics are a fantastic technology in general. They are amazingly helpful in various aspects of our lives. But here's why you should care about robotics. Because it's the robots that are collecting your data. It's the robots that are competing with you on the job market. And what if your self-driving car ends up killing somebody? Are you the one that goes to prison?
What is a robot? Well, it doesn't always look like a human. In fact, different roboticists have different definitions. But most agree that a robot needs to be a physical machine that can sense the world around it and make at least some decisions on its own. Think of a drone that you pilot around. That's not a robot. But if it can take off and land on its own and also sense objects, it's suddenly a lot more robot-like. Robots vary in intelligence. Some robots, frankly, are dumb. They repeat tasks again and again, and humans are in full control. On the other end of the spectrum, we're going to start seeing robots that make decisions entirely on their own, fully autonomous robots.
But do we really want fully autonomous solutions?
Many fear that these kind of robots will breed dangerous results. Can we trust a robot that makes all decisions for us? Or should humans and robots share the control?
We want to be able to blend those two things and get the best of both worlds, where we can transfer control back and forth between the robot and the human. That really is the next big challenge in the robotics community. This is a prosthetic hand that I'm wearing, and it's called the RoboLimb. So there are various ways to controlling this robot arm. In the first instance, you could decide for every little movements of my hand and then transfer it into the movements of this prosthetic hand. And this is what we would call automation. On the other extreme, you could equip this hand with lots of sensors, cameras, touch sensors, and let the robot hand fully autonomously decide for itself when and how to grasp an object. But of course, there is a middle ground where the high-level volition of opening and closing comes from the human, yet the robot hand decides for itself exactly when to stop closing its fingers depending upon the shape of the object. And this is the concept of shared autonomy. Good.
An example of shared autonomy is self-driving cars. As the car moves into an environment, it's constantly collecting data. Is something your dog? Is something a cyclist? Is it a pedestrian? How should I react?
So the car is making decisions, but the human has the ability to interfere. But now the question arises, what happens if there is an actual accident? Who is to blame? Is it the car, the manufacturer? Is it the person who wrote the code? Is it the driver?
In 2018, Uber was testing self-driving cars with a human driver in the vehicle. and the outcome became a mess of tech and human failure.
This dashcam video shows the horrifying...
What did happen is that they crashed into a pedestrian and killed them.
Self-driving Uber hit and killed
The reason why that happened is because the pedestrian was jaywalking and the programmer did not program that into the algorithm. So who should be liable for this?